All right, girls, y'all come eat. Get up here, Junie B. Come eat.
My notebook.
Okay, come eat your food, okay? Mommy's gonna go outside with Dad for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go help Daddy with the piggies, but you guys eat, and then I'll be back in here in a minute, okay?
Okay.
So it was a super easy pasta, meatballs, leftover Indian curry for the sauce because I'm trying to get rid of leftovers. We got home from the gym late, and so those nights if I don't have food prepped, then it's kind of just a free-for-all or throw together a quick meal. But we've got a late night. I'm actually going to be in the kitchen pressure canning later tonight after the kids go to bed. And Nathan's got a project on his hands, so I'm coming down here to check in with him. But he went and picked up a cattle trailer today from our friends Alan and Angela over at Rabbit Ridge Farms. You can see it on my car right here. And we are taking our 3 feeder pigs to harvest tomorrow. And this is something we don't actually talk a whole lot about on our channel, but we're starting to. So I'm going to share with you guys what the plan is, let you guys hang out with us in the process. What are you little piggies doing? Did you get a bath? Y'all look wet. Huh? Hi, Mama. What you doing? You doing good? Oh, you be sweet to those babies, you little turd. What you doing? You thinking? You got your thinking look on. Anyone who lives this homesteading life, you already know nothing ever goes according to plan, right? So the idea of just like loading pigs up in a trailer is never that easy. The idea of like selling an animal and transporting an animal, like nothing is as easy as it seems, nor should it be, right? There's a lot of growing opportunities when things go wrong. So what are you doing right now, babe?
Well, because there's such a transition from the ground to the trailer, I'm trying to create something that they can walk on that's sturdy enough and not slippery.
Okay.
So
Nate was saying when we took our last pig to harvest, he broke the board that we had as a ramp. So that is something to be thinking about. This is our first time doing pigs on our farm. So we don't have any sort of like cattle trailer or any sort of trailer to transport animals like that. Maybe something we should be thinking about in the future if we continue to do this. But I guess before we try to load them up, what's your plan here, Woodrow?
the plan is you're going to open the gate.
I'm the gate girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to back the trailer in. And then I'm going to put feet in the trailer, hopefully create some sort of ramp. They run up in the trailer, and when they get in the trailer, we shut it behind them and just leave them there overnight. And tomorrow morning I'll take them.
You're getting up early, taking them.
Mm-hmm.
So these are small enough. So these are not, our breeding pig is half Hampshire, half Duroc. These that we're taking are the last that we got from Benturn, a friend of ours. And they were a cross. They're Cooney cross with Yorkshire. So they're kind of
they're long Coonies.
Yeah, they're kind of their own little thing. But Coonies are small enough to where you could butcher yourself. There are a few things there, and this time of year I don't feel comfortable harvesting an animal. Like, that's something that we've talked about. It's so hot. So technically we could harvest these, but it's so hot. We would have to be so fast with that process.
We are doing one.
We're gonna do one with the help of a friend who is very familiar with harvesting animals. I think you're totally capable, but
It's
for
not a
us,
one-man process.
it's not a one-man process. It's honestly like it's a weekend process, and we don't have that time. And we've got 3 hogs right now, so 2 of those are gonna go to a place locally to us. And then we'll keep the one here and we'll harvest ourselves with our friend, which will be a good learning experience. We did a hog butchering workshop with Hand Hewn Farms, 2 years ago now? I think it was a year ago?
It was a year ago this winter, so
Yeah.
a year and a half ago, yeah.
Year and a half ago this winter. There's pros and cons to harvesting your animals in the winter, so we literally had it just like hung in a tree and didn't have to worry about it because it was so cold.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I feel confident doing it by myself.
Yeah.
If it was cold outside.
Yeah, if it was cold. They're just and I mean, this week we've had heat advisories every single day, well into the hundreds, and so that's just not fun. You're hot and sweaty. You have to have a higher level of alertness, and at the end of the day, we do raise our own animal protein, and we want to make sure that is done quickly, efficiently, and it really just as clean as it can. And so we don't really talk about, you guys know we raise animals, we don't talk about the harvesting or the butchering side of it as much, mainly just, in my opinion, out of respect for people who watch our channel who don't consume that. Now, I'm not going to shy away from the fact that we raise our own animal protein, and I feel good about that. Nathan's consuming meat, our kids are consuming meat. I want to know that we had a hand in raising them and the whole process, but also just want to be respectful that we do have a lot of people on here that choose not to do that, and I don't want to be in a place where I'm openly offending people. So we're not going to post any of the actual butchering. Even the ones that we do here, we might educate on it, but actually showing all of the nooks and crannies of the processing is not something that you're going to find here. And there's a lot of really wonderful channels that do show that type of stuff, where if you're wanting to know how to butcher a hog start to finish, there are so many places out there, so many channels that are doing it so well. We're just not going to be one of those channels.
And that's the truth is, I feel confident doing it. Teaching it, on the other hand, is another story.
Thing, right. And we do want to make sure that everything we're educating here is accurate in the most efficient way. And so, we are telling you guys kind of our opinions on certain things, but what we're teaching, we know what we're talking about in a lot of regards to that. And there are so many things here, that there's so many variables that could happen, that there's just a lot of people who've been doing this for years, and they're the ones educating on that, and they're great. All right, let's go over here and look at them and see the situation.
You do that. I've got to find a board.
I think I might have found you a board. I saw one over here. May not be sturdy enough. All right, so Nathan's picking out wood, bringing it over. I'm gonna go check on them. So our girls have a really good grasp on how animals are raised, that we consume animal protein. I don't, but I did for many, many years. They have a good grasp on why we grow our own food to nourish our bodies, why we choose to practice sustainability. So our girls have always had a lot of questions, and it's never been anything that they've been scared by or upset by. Honestly, when we would butcher and harvest our chickens, our kids always wanted to sit there front and center. They wanted to see the whole process. They were very intrigued on how it all, how that life cycle played out. And that was a really good opportunity for us to teach them, hey, we're doing this because we know what we're feeding these animals. We know the life that they're living. We know how they're harvested, and we can feel good about that. And really just kind of explaining to them that when we go to the grocery store and we buy this food, we really don't know what they're fed. We know that they're not living a good, healthy, happy life, and we have no idea that they're harvested in the most humane way possible. So our kids are very knowledgeable about us raising our animals. They're very okay. They're very aware. They ask questions. Nate and I just always try to take time to answer those questions. But we don't ever shy away from those topics, because I don't think that that's really teaching them anything. And the thing is if you're eating meat, it's coming from somewhere. So it's really important to know where you're sourcing it from. You guys think I have food, yeah? Anytime I walk down here, y'all get super loud.
Hi.
You get super loud. Oh, don't eat it. Good job, Lily. Uh-oh. Come on. I think it would be easier without the board.
Come on. There you go.
Are those the two you wanted?
What?
Are those the two you wanted?
This is the one I want out.
Oh, okay. The other one's
If
coming.
this one comes in, they'll push her out.
Yeah, she's coming.
Will you fix the ramp, please?
Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Gosh, that one's huge.
Yeah, come on. Come on. You're the one I need out.
I got it. All right, I'm not gonna lie. That went a heck of a lot better than I thought it was going to.
That's how we did it last time. Thank goodness it worked this time.
Yeah, so very peaceful, you guys can see. Yeah, that was just such a smooth I mean, you're leaving early in the morning, but the sun's already kind of peaking going down. There's a lot of shade, so they'll be totally fine. But we get asked a lot, you know, why do we raise pigs? They're so stinky, they're so nasty. The pigs are the cleanest animals we keep on our farm.
That's right, they don't stink.
They don't. So we're in here where we've had 3 for the last, how long have they been in this paddock?
Ever since we got Peppa, so.
A month or so?
No.
Longer than that?
Probably 3 months.
3 months? It doesn't smell at all. Pigs are actually really clean. They poop in the same area. We feed them in the same area. They've got this little creek where they stay cool. And they've got some areas that kind of hold water more where they're hanging out.
You give them plenty of room. You know, if you keep them cooped up in a little small area, then yeah, they're only going to have so much room to
poop.
Potty.
Yeah.
So.
But I will say the pigs have been a joy.
Oh, yeah.
So
besides tearing everything up, they are so destructive.
That is true.
My goodness, I've got so much fence to fix. My hot wires, they bit through the hot wire. I mean,
not funny, but kind of comical.
It's not funny. Where the solar charger is a very shaded area, so I'm either going to have to run electricity out there,
yeah,
or find a different area to put the solar charger. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would call that a successful load.
Sweaty.
So, what is your plan for these piggies?
Huh?
What's your plan for these pigs?
For these pigs?
Uh-huh.
They're going to butcher.
Right. So, like, what are you...
One of those is ours, and then we've got 2 halves sold.
Okay. But then, like, what are you turning it into is what I'm asking.
Oh, I get you. I want to fill the freezer back with ground pork and sausage and bacon. I've got a couple hams now, so we'll just do thick cut pork chops, steaks out of the hams, and just lots of sausage and
yeah. Our girls eat a lot of bacon, a lot of sausage. All right, you guys, that's a wrap. We're sweaty, we're hungry. I still got to spend an entire night canning in the kitchen. So thank you so much for hanging out with us today. This was a pretty quick and successful video, but we will catch you guys in the next one. But we will catch you guys in the next one. Talk to you soon.